John Shear, I got to ask this question. Now, listen, I understand that we saw the report come out today that, in fact, your MVP candidate, Tua Tagovailoa, will be the starter for the 2023 season. But between him, with all those concussions, 3 in 1 season, you also have Teddy Two Glove Bridgewater, and you've got the rookie Skylar Thompson. John Shear,
Nah, I
who,
mean,
who, can I ask the
it's.
question? Can I ask the question?
I already know what you gonna ask me.
Okay, Miss Cleo, what's my question?
Yeah, man. You asked me what the
What's my
quarterback
question?
situation. Who's going to be our quarterback for 2023? It has to be
What?
Tua. He's on a
No, no,
rookie
John, no, no, no,
contract.
no, 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 no. See, you only understood part of the question.
He didn't
See,
hear Jimmy. He didn't hear.
part of the question. My question to you was, who was going to be your quarterback for the entire season? Because if you tell me it's Tua, you bold-faced line and you need to be drug tested.
It's going to be Tua, man. It's going to be Tua. I think that, I mean, you had a rookie head coach in Mike McDaniel. They're going to figure it out. It's year 2 of the system. I mean, all these guys working together in year 2, new linemen going into year 2. I think they're going to get it figured out. They're going to find a way to protect him, give him a better helmet because he, for some reason, refuses to wear the best helmet that you can wear to prevent concussions, refuses to wear that. So I think they'll make him wear that. It's going to be Tua. I think he'll be fine for next season. Y'all worrying about his concussions, but as a whole off season, he'll be fine. There's plenty of people that have
John,
gotten.
hold on, John. Have you not seen what has transpired this season? How can we not sit here and worry about the mental stability of Tua Tagovailoa? If this was just one
mental
concussion,
stability, the dude is an absolute warrior. There is
John,
that dude is a warrior. So don't worry about his mental makeup because the guy is nothing but an absolute
okay,
warrior. That's what he
okay.
comes from, that culture of you have to be a warrior. So I have no doubts that mentally the dude is strong as it gets. And I think
But John,
physically he'll be fine.
we have seen 3. This brother had 3 concussions in a span of weeks, John. Weeks. And you're going to sit here and tell me that he's going to be able to sustain a full 18-week season next year.
Yeah. Because I think that they'll make sure that what they do in
I'm
the
going to need you to
offseason.
go look in the mirror because the fan in you is truly represented here tonight on the Sports Arena.
I
The
think that they'll
analytic,
work on that in the
unbiased
offseason.
man who normally talks a lot of noise but also brings a lot of facts is not on the show tonight. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I believe he'll be perfectly fine next year. Everybody worrying about him. He has an entire offseason. He'll be fine.
Okay. All right, Ray, Mike, what do y'all think?
But I do think Gardner Minshew should be our
I
backup.
think John's delusional.
I think Minshew would be a great backup.
Look, if I'm Teddy Bridgewater, and I said this yesterday in jest, two his concussions are serious, but if I'm Teddy Bridgewater, every time Tua went down, Teddy Bridgewater got hurt. I'd sprint out of Miami, man. Like, I don't get the correlate. No, but all kidding aside, look, the concussions are tough. I mean, Eric, we recall, and again, people say age, but I mean, Steve Young at the end of his career, remember? I mean, he got a back concussion here in Arizona, and then that was 2 weeks after, or 3 weeks after he got, okay, I guess not as bad, but they were saying another concussion. I mean, he had 3 pretty quick, and granted, yes, it was further along in his career, but I mean, you saw it, John. I mean, look, I get what you're saying, and yes, in a perfect world, it would be Tua. I mean, he did, to an extent, prove stuff this year, just like I said, he had to, but I mean, if he's okay,
he's also on a rookie deal, so you have him on that too.
He's got, like Eric's saying, he's got to wear whatever the helmet they want. He needs to shut his mouth and figure out how to play because other quarterbacks are doing it. I mean, to me, it's ridiculous. But you have the tools. I mean, Waddle and Tyreek dropping passes yesterday. Again, I'm not picking on you. I just don't know where that came from. But yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, but for him to play a whole season, John, that's another thing he's gonna have to prove next year. And again, you get hit like that, you suffer those concussions. We'll see the
also
effect.
Didn't that end Aikman's career? The concussions, wasn't that?
Yeah, because I mean he was done, and then it ended Steve Young's, and then a few years later, and then Troy Aikman's. I mean, it's the same.
I think that was when Philly booed him, even when he was down with the concussion.
No, that was Michael Irvin, who had like a busted neck. But
either way, Philly fans for you.
I'm not going to pick on Eric because Eric wasn't the one doing that. Eric and I don't root for injuries. You don't cheer.
No, I never root for injuries.
No, exactly.
Nope.
But I say
Ray,
too,
go ahead,
Eric,
brother.
I mean, I don't think he'll last the whole season though.
No.
Well, first off, it's definitely going to be Tua. Now, whether he lasts or not, that's another discussion. But like like windows are small in sports period, but especially in the NFL. Like windows are really small. Like a team can make the Super Bowl and you think they're going to be great, and then you don't see them again for whatever, right? Like Miami showed when he was healthy, they were really, really good this year, right? And then you have these high-powered weapons. You have Tariq, you have Jalen Waddle. Like you have to have somebody to throw them the ball. And we saw that without Tua out there, that offense just not as explosive. With him on the field, they look like possibly the best offense in the NFL this side of Kansas City, right? So the question is, who'll be the quarterback? It'll definitely be Tua. We saw them put him after we saw what we saw on TV when his hands was all crooked. They put him back out there on the field after that. What make us think they're not going to put him back out there to start the season next year? Now, again, whether he lasts or not, that's another discussion. But their management knows that windows are small, and they know that their best chance to win is with him on the field. Whether he stays healthy or not, that's to be seen. But start at the 23-24 season, Tua Tagovailoa will be the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. And barring him staying healthy, he will continue to be the starter